All right, we're live. Hey, what's up, Ward Wrestling Live here? We got our 4 o'clock hour, and we have another amazing wrestler in our country coming out of Windsor Forest High School in Savannah, Georgia. Sorry, I messed that up. Great little town there. He was 41-14, 2019, 2020. He won his individual 220 class. He was on the Savannah first team, and he was 8th at state, so just shy of placing, but that's a pretty good senior year up in Georgia, and he's here with us today. And if I totally screw this up, world, my bad, but Cinsere Siromeo Ward. Bam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it, man. What's happening, man? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hitting me up.
No
Thanks
problem.
for asking to come on. I mean, that's just awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, though, just so I can speak and have a voice and let myself be heard.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what I'm doing here. So it's a good thing, man. I love it, and especially when I saw from Savannah, I was like, man, I like that town. I
Yeah,
know
it's a
one
nice.
thing: they got the best ice cream at Leopold's.
Yes, they do. Especially we do. We do.
Yeah, man. So first of all, first things first, man. Talk about how this pandemic has kind of affected your off season.
Well, as soon as this whole pandemic happened, like during my off season, I wanted to start training so I could get better because I knew I was going to go up to college and I wanted to go up there with the best in shape and do what I got to do. But with this whole pandemic thing, I haven't been able to get into the gyms I wanted to, go to the open mats I want to, because this it stopped it. So I have to do everything on my own. I have to train on my own. I have to do certain stuff. I don't have a mat, so I have to make do with what I can. And it sucks, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I think a lot of people are in the same boat, just improvising at the house and kind of calling up the friends to roll around in the grass or in the garage. And kind of sucks. I agree with you, but it seems like maybe we're getting through the other side of this and starting to maybe see some light here. How's it looking up there in Georgia?
Well, from what I know from in my area, we had a spike in COVID-19, and we had a lot of people like start to actually get it and like just it used to spread, but now it's like it's going down to a minimum, so it's getting better and better just little by little though. So it's going down gradually and it's getting better, but we still have to be careful and wear masks and all that stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I get it. My kid's been home too. Well, first things first. I mean, let's what got you into wrestling? How long have you been wrestling for? When did you start?
I have been wrestling for 2 years officially now. I didn't do sports in high school, like especially from my freshman to my junior year. A friend of mine named Nathan, and he was like, "Sincere, won't you come out, come wrestle for us and all that." And me, I was thinking like, "Hey, I don't want to wrestle in leotard. Like that's gonna look weird." And like, I didn't like that. And so I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot because I didn't do sports. And so I came to the practice one day. The coach was like, "Hey, get on the mat." And I got on the mat. I got put down my first day. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I got put down so bad. And so after that day, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put him on his butt. Like I'm not gonna let that happen to me. So then I just kept coming and coming and coming back just to get better, not knowing I was starting to love the sport. Like I love the contact and I love the one-on-one. You don't have help. You don't have nobody else on the mat. It's just me and you straight up. So it was fun. It was really nice getting to love a sport and just be happy because the sport actually has made me a lot happier.
Yeah, and how about in school? How was your
Uh,
academics? And
well, as far as like my academics, my ninth grade to my sophomore year, I was slacking. I was really, really slacking in a lot of areas. And like it wasn't even purposeful. It was because I just like just certain stuff I didn't understand. And it would like just overwhelm me. But then sports, it was like, okay, I know I can't do sports and have bad grades at the same time. It's not gonna work like that. It's time to tighten up. But my mom even said, "Sincere, You want to do sports? Tighten up on them grades. Good thing, boy, all my grades came up to A's and B's. There were like no C there at all. Like throughout my whole junior and senior year, nothing but A's and B's.
Man, that's awesome, man. Well, good for you. Good job. And I was going to ask you if you played any other sports, but I got my answer right there. So, how about any club wrestling or anything? Have you done? Are you wrestling any local mat clubs down there or open mats, or do you have a club you go to traditionally?
Traditionally, I used to go to this open mat with another school because they always had open mats because our school didn't do that. So I would usually go there. I would work out for about I would like work with them for like 2-3 hours, and then I would go home. But since COVID-19 happened, there's really no clubs or nothing open. But I started. A friend of mine told me about this Brazilian jiu-jitsu that's doing like 2 weeks for free. So I was like, okay. And then he said it was like $10-$20 a month after that. And I was like, okay. So then I think tomorrow or Monday, I'm going to start going there and start training before I leave because I don't have long.
Man, good for you. Yeah. So, speaking of that, first of all, we'll get there, but um, man, what has wrestling meant to you?
Um, I used I used to be lazy. A lot. I used to be real lazy. I didn't really go out nowhere. And once I started doing sports, I wanted to work out and like work up a sweat. Wrestling actually it made me happy, and it's like I got to know a group of guys and girls that were on my team. I got to know them as family, and we used to laugh a lot, joke a lot. I used to get on their butt, used to get on my butt, and then my coach, my original wrestling coach, his name is Coach Streets. He was a mentor, and he kept my head on straight. Whenever I started doubting myself, he would just, hey, Cinsere, listen. He like even the best lose sometimes. When I would lose matches or when I would go to practice, I get my butt kicked or I wasn't feeling it. My coach would, he told me straight up, hey, man, if you're not gonna give me 100%, get out. He like, cause you're better than that. And I always used to, I never used to give 100%. So with wrestling, it was like I have something to focus on and get better at, and it gave me more man-like qualities. And it was like, okay, wrestling is just like life. It'll knock you down, but you have to pick yourself back up. So it's made me happy overall.
That's awesome, man. Well, how about the opportunity now to get off to college and go to Montreat with Coach Britt? You,
Man,
you know, how'd wrestling help that?
well, this is my initial plan. It wasn't college wasn't in it. It was military. I wanted to go out to the military and get my life started. But I think my senior year, I started being like, you really don't want to do that, honestly. He's like, so stop lying to yourself. And then so then when I started wrestling hard and I started, you know, getting first place at this, third, second, and winning the area individuals and going to state, it was like, I think that set me up because my coach was already talking to people and like saying, hey, come look at this kid, one of my kids here. He's great. And then I started getting emails. One of the first emails I got was from, I think, Limestone, and then it was Coach Britt. Coach Britt, honestly, he made me feel wanted. And he was like, hey, man, I want you here. He was like, no, we're building a program here. It'll be a first time program. It could be a first time, first time that. Let's make history together. So, and then I got into a meeting one day with Coach, and then I was like, I'm thinking, I'm just like, he's just trying to sell me something. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that. But then I was like, then I got to talking with him more, and I got the understanding, and I was like, this is going to be the right move for me. So then one day, I got the pen and paper. I signed my name, and that was it.
Man, how about that? And you must be making your family proud, yourself proud, and Britt's getting a big boy. He just typed in, "That's my boy, ready to work. Let's go."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm ready to get to work. I'm. It's just my mom was proud of me when I made a decision. She cried honestly. So and it was just like and so like most of my friends on my social media, they were proud of me. They were like, "Hey, man, big moves." My teammates were proud. My coach was proud. He was like, "Hey, man," he was like, "Go do it." He was like, "Just remember," he was like, "hard work and dedication." I always use that word. I always use them words whenever I wrestle,
Yeah,
and
man.
those words mean a lot.
What do you tell those young men out there that think that uh, college isn't an option, or they can't get to that point, or they can't get to that level?
Man, listen to you guys out there. Believe in yourself. I swear your dreams will come true. As long as you believe, as long as you put in the work ethic, you don't have that mindset to give up. You know, you don't slack, you don't be lazy, you don't take days off. Me, I'm 100% worker. I'll work till I pass out. That's straight up like that. Listen, do what you got to do to make your dreams happen. That's all I got to say.
Man, that's awesome. And does it mean a lot to your family that you'll only be a few hours away? They can come up and watch you and yeah.
Yeah, my mom, she's overprotective, so she's like, hey, I'm only 3 hours away, and I'll make it there in two. So
She's
just
already
hit me when you need me.
she's already rented an apartment on campus.
Yeah.
There was a movie when I was younger called Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, where his kid goes off to college, and then he goes and he moves into the dorm and goes to college with them. And I keep telling my teenager I'm gonna do that. He goes, "No, you're not. I'm not gonna let."
No, I couldn't have that. I couldn't have that. I couldn't.
That's funny. Well, hey man, it's nice up there in North Carolina. So talk about
Yeah.
high school, Windsor Forest High School, over in Savannah, the area. The wrestling
Uh,
program. I know that you had mentioned that you were only there's only been a few people to make it to states. You're one of them.
yeah. I think I'm one of four in history to make it there. I believe so. And the wrestling program has been there for about for about 15 or so more years. I'm not entirely sure.
Nice.
Um, the coach, we had two coaches. We had Coach Mercado. He was a math teacher, but then he had left to go to another school. And then we got Coach Lawrence Streets. He was in the military and he did wrestling and boxing, and so he's the one that's really put me on and made me into like, I say this with all seriousness. I feel like I'm the best. So he made me feel like I was the best wrestler. I don't care who I lost to, because nobody put in the work ethic like I do. But the area, it's real nice. It's real nice, real secluded area. You got stores over here, stores over there. The kids are good. The wrestling team I had was good. They're great kids. As far as like when I was their captain, I goofed off with them. I made the sport fun for them, and it was like that's all I wanted to do. But I made sure, if you're gonna be on the team with me, be the best. I don't want nothing less, especially for me.
Yeah. How
I
important
want
was it to mentor the younger kids?
um I knew a lot of these kids before I started wrestling, but to like mentor them and to get them in the mindset, you're the best. They were able to beat kids who were like what 23 and 0, 43 and 0. They were able to I taught them moves, they taught me things. I taught them how to like, have this in your mindset. Gas them out. Gas them out. Not they can't last long. People go right off the back in the match to just end it right then and there. Gas them out. Me, I always taught them, nobody, and I mean nobody is better than you. Ever. Don't ever think that. Don't ever be like, man, hey, I can't do it. He's better than me. She's better than me. Blah 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 blah. We had a girl wrestler. No girl in Savannah could beat her at all. She wrestled nothing but guys, and she was the only girl on the team. And she was second in our sectionals, I think, to go to state, but she got sick, so she couldn't make it.
So she would have gone to boys states. Wow, good for her, man. Kicking butt, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. I know you've seen some of my shows. I'm going to hit you with these 10 questions. First of all, before we get to those 10 questions, anything else that you want to talk about? You want to shout out? You want to say anything?
Uh, I guess I'll send shout outs. Shout out to Windsor Forest Wrestling. I love you guys. And shout out to my coach, Lauren Streets. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to go off to do something and just be the best and be happy. And to Coach Britt, it's time to get to work.
I like it. All right. So East River Street or Historic District?
Historic District.
Single leg or double leg?
Double leg.
Telfair Museum or SCAD Museum?
SCAD Museum.
High crotch or hip toss?
High crotch.
City Market or Old Fort Jackson?
Fort Jackson.
Fireman's Carry or Ankle Pick?
Ankle pick.
Chippewa Square or Johnson Square?
Johnson Square.
Cradle or half?
Half.
Cold Stone or Leopold's?
Cold Stone.
The leg ride tilts or the roll through tilts?
The roll through tilts.
Nice, man. So, real quick, so talk about what your most memorable wrestling moment has been in high school.
My most memorable moment was, I think, when I had made it to state, and it was just nice being in that area with the best. I knew it myself. I'm going in there thinking I'm the best, and it took the best to beat me. So it was just nice standing there, taking in that air. It's just like, you're the best, dude.
That's fun. So, and also, what has Coach Britt told you to do to prepare yourself for the next level?
Coach Britt, he's always talked to me about having faith and, just having that positive energy. Me, I'm not a negative guy. I keep positive energy around me. I want a positive coach. I want positive teammates. I don't like negative energy, because that does nothing but drain me. Coaches really been telling me about, hey, we're all about positive energy over here. We're all about hard work ethic, But he's always told me education is important. He was like, if we have to take out sports, you'll take them out and you focus on your education first. So he's giving me that mindset. Yo, I'm not messing around.
Nice. So, what are your goals for college?
Most likely graduate, of course.
That's a good one.
Graduate, of course. As far as just keeping my head low, having some fun while I'm there, meeting new people. And as far as wrestling, just being the best.
Nice. Looking forward to dominating that NAIA.
I actually am. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me.
That's Southeast, man. They got some good schools.
Yes, sir. But me and my team, we got this. First time team or not, we finna run the NAIA.
Man, that's awesome. Fetty Cruz, my boy Cinsere. And then he said, facts, bro. Go ahead, do your thing. Make us proud, man. We're all watching.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man. So, man, I love to see a young man going off to college and doing his thing. And congratulations to you. And man, just keep kicking life's ass and get out there with Britt and do your thing, man. And anytime you ever want to come back on, man, just holler at me. And any of your boys want to come on, they can come on too. And get off to college and do your thing, man. And just do damage in our world.
Yes, sir. Of course.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much for coming on, man. These 20 minutes have been really good, and I'm happy you reached out. And and anybody thinks that I won't talk to them, tell them to hit me up. I'll let them on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me. Thank you, honestly.
Yes, sir. No problem. Anytime, man. You take care.
Yes, sir. You too.
Thank you, sir.